Hi everyone, welcome back to round 6. So let's crack on. Also, if you can hear thunder in the recording, it's because we've got a crazy thunderstorm going on right now. So yeah, and it's boiling as well. So my window's open, so you might hear some crackling of thunder, or the rumble of thunder rather. Right, so infantry, let's go. 17, looking nice, very nice. So we're having difficulty sort of locking down various territories. Karelia is going to be... Yeah, we lost Karelia for a round, which is kind of annoying. Excuse me. So I'm going to have to probably move a lot of infantry out here and try and obviously reclaim this. I'd like to also, I think, go back into West Russia, but... Should I do that? Yeah. I want to keep the bulk of my forces obviously still in Caucasus. I don't want to lose this for one round. Even one round is going to be difficult because obviously we're losing our 4 infantry dropping capability. I don't want to keep that, you know, ongoing as much as I can. So let's do... We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll throw in our fighters. Excuse me. I'm thinking, actually, is it worth going for... Right, there's a chance here, actually, going for the battleship and the cruiser with our... Oh, it's just so risky. Because I want to take this out. I think the odds would be on our... Yeah, they would be on our favour, but... Is it worth it, losing probably 2 planes, I'd say? 2, maybe 3, if we get unlucky. Is that worth it for taking out 4 transports? Given obviously our limitations in this game, I think, yeah, under normal circumstances, I'd do it. I would definitely go for it. I think the problem is, if we take hits on the fighters, which we very much will, it's not going to really be worth it for us in the end because we're losing a lot of our firepower. I think we need every kind of available unit for this attack on Moscow. So I think we're going to have to leave that. Unfortunately, because it's a target there. I think he's, unless do you reckon he knows what I'm doing now? He's kept an eye on my purchases. And he realises what the plan is, so he's sort of like getting a bit more blasé with his unit placement. That would make sense. Which is not good for me, because he's going to just abuse it now and just sort of move around everywhere. Vaguely undefended. But who knows, you know. Right, so, yeah, as planned. West Russia, 4 infantry, so I can replenish those next turn. I'll be having 4 come in here, 1 back into Belarusia from this stack here. Might have 4 more into the Caucasus, so yeah, it's looking pretty good. So we can take this back comfortably. We'll move a lot of infantry, I think, to the Baltic States to then obviously attack Karelia next turn with some help, obviously, from fighters. So yeah, we'll do that. I think in terms of actual, let's do this though. We'll take this province and then move everything back up to what's this one? The Sudan, to try and block off these English troops. British troops, rather. So yeah, that's okay. I think apart from that, nothing else is in range. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Could even go this way, to be fair, but I want to keep my my stack vaguely healthy. So obviously got to be careful about the attack from these guys. It's still very obviously favourable because they've got very little attack power, but still I want to make sure we're not risking anything. We don't need to take this yet. Well, as I'm saying it, I'm getting tempted. Is that worth it? Screw it. We're doing it. Let's just go for it. Whatever. That's it. In fact, actually, no, I won't, because I realised we will be losing one of our valuable units. That artillery piece is, I think, is that the only one we've got? Well, there's one down here. Okay, we've already got 2 on the board, so I want to try and keep those safe. So we'll cancel that. We could try and take this out, but I think we'd need 2 infantry and then some kind of something. Obviously, it would be the fighter support. I need them attacking West Russia on this one, so we'll leave this territory for now. Jesus, my indecision is terrible. I'm just trying to weigh it up, because it's a difficult situation. 2 here would be very nice, but again, I can't risk... I need all 3 fighters going to West Russia because of, obviously, the situation here. I want this, but... Ah, shit. Obviously, we're losing units as well for defense of the Caucasus. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Screw it. Let's go for it. Sorry for the indecision in this game. It's just it takes longer to work things out. Obviously, you're just thinking about all the risk worth is compared to what it's going to cost us. Not bad. I'll take that. Oh my god! Look at the hits on that. Ridiculous. That's that's bullshit. I'm going to call that right now. That's bullshit. Damn it, man. Units defending on a 2 can be so brutal sometimes. You just it gets really nasty. Okay, fair enough. Very disappointed we didn't take West Russia there. That was quite frustrating because I think it would have been a nice one to take. But that's kind of caused some problems for us. Right, I'm going to stack this one, I think. We're moving most of our stuff out. Let's just do this first, get all this sorted. So, yeah, cool. France is secure. How much do we move out of Germany is the question. Only got one transport for the Americans that can reach Germany itself. Obviously, we're putting 10 straight in there, so that's 12, which is... They've got no... Oh, the fighters are here, okay. 1, 2, 3... They can't actually reach for those fighters. Okay, interesting. Where's the carrier gone? Am I being stupid? Why... Didn't they have a carrier before? Or am I just not thinking? Because it's just the actual transports we can get... we can risk losing a lot of that, I suppose. I'm going to risk pulling everything out, I think, just to put a bit more pressure on Karelia. I'm just thinking because if they want to ship the full 3 units in, or 3 transports worth in, they're going to have to also take back from Karelia. Which is going to weaken it. They definitely can't move these fighters. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can't. Good. Okay, that's good. So let's put a few more, I think. A few more in Italy, just to kind of... Yeah, one more in Italy, just to kind of try and avoid that being hit without something substantial. I think we may find we'll lose something around here as well. I imagine they might ship something back in to try and take this out. Which would be nice. We kind of have to... Yeah, the troops in Germany will deal with that, that's fine. Okay, we're slightly trying to cover all bases here, which is quite difficult. I've noticed as well, we'll see what the power bar's like of this, but we are falling behind slightly. Obviously, America's IPC is pretty good. 45 is just one behind us, which is not great. It's all the territories in Africa, which is unfortunate, and also ones up here. So they've got a bit of space. We need to try and take this back if we can, ASAP, using our fighters. This is going to be tricky, obviously, if we don't have the reinforcements nearby. I also find as well, going south from in Caucasus, I've done it a few times, and it's never worked out for me, because Russia will stack the Caucasus, and then you won't be able to get back in. There'll be no way back into this, and they can start pushing towards Germany. It just causes all kinds of problems, so I wouldn't recommend moving south here towards India. Save that for the Japanese. Keep control of the Caucasus as Germany. Okay, I think we're good. We've got a few weak spots, but I think we've done what we can. So definitely 4 in here, and what we can in here. Yeah, that's good to me. That's fairly even. So put it back. So we're very even right now, but I think it's slowly, it's slowly shifting towards the Allies. I think the longer it goes, obviously I said before, the longer it goes, the worse it is for me, because I need to obviously attack while they've not got many defences. I think it's going to favour him to have the longer to prep the defence of Moscow. So, yeah. This may have been a mistake or not. I'm not sure. I think obviously the artillery piece is lost now, but for the 2 there, it's quite nice. I suppose we'll see. That may have been a mistake. Greedy, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see what happens later on. But yeah, there we go. That's Germany round 6. So I'll see you back for the Japanese. And I think, could we possibly take India? Maybe 1 infantry back plus probably at least infantry, maybe tanks. Yeah, maybe not actually. We'll see. I think it might be too tough. We'll try for it, but yeah, it might not be possible. Okay, yeah, we'll call it there anyway. So I'll see you back for the Japanese. Okay, we're back for the Japanese, round 6. So I had a quick look at the board before I started recording, just kind of plan out slightly my manoeuvre before I jumped on and couldn't figure things out. So yeah, I think it's looking favourable to go for Japan now. The odds, if we throw in all our fighters, bomber plus some bombardments, I think we're looking solid for a take. The odds are way in our favour, so hopefully we can get this out of the way. The problem is this American fleet is being really quite a hassle. Obviously, I'm moving back down, it's moving back in to drop things off. I move up, it moves away. It's kind of just harassing, which is what they should be doing, to be fair. Obviously, they're committing in the eastern side of America, so this is just kind of a harassment fleet, but it's working really nicely, to be fair. So I think I need to commit one way or the other just to deal with something. I've got 2 problems now, the American fleet here and India, so I need to deal with one of them, then come back for the other. So we're going to take India now, I think, and then we're going to then move back up and push this fleet away. Because we've still got the stronger fleet. He's not added any ships to it, so it's still just as, vulnerable as it was before. If we move in, it'll back off, so India first, and we'll go deal with this American fleet. But for now, obviously, getting some infantry boys. There we go. So again, we could go for an attack possibly into Buryatia. Is that going to be worth it? I need the bomber really for. I mean, I could do that, but I kind of want the bomber for 5 versus 2. It favourable, I guess. Let's try it. I'm going to risk going for the attack. If we take bad hits in the first round, I'll back off. I think would be the best way to do it. I don't really risk Manchuria because they could obviously ship things in. These could be shipped in with some bombardment and fighter support. So Manchuria could fall potentially. So I'll see what the first round looks like. If we go well, we might push on and try and take it. In fact, even Manchuria could still fall. To be fair, I might just because these guys here could move back up this way and try and. I'm scared of obviously having this tank blitz through everywhere. So yeah, okay, I think we've got it covered. There's not many Russian troops around here. It's fine. So let's get you shipped in so we can unlock all our bombardments. 3 bombardments, 2 from the battleship, 1 from the cruiser. Fighter support plus a bomber, and that should be everything. So we may lose. Again, this is the slight risk here. We may lose something. May lose one of our aircraft, which I hope we don't. If we lose one to the anti-air, that's a terrible start. And then if we obviously get some bad rolls against the infantry and land units there, we may take another one. So I've got to leave 1 infantry at least in India at the end of it. And even then, it still may fall back in the hands of the British, actually, because we've obviously got this artillery here plus a bomber, which could be used to retake it. So hopefully we get some clean takes. The odds are very much in our favour to take it. I'm just hoping we don't lose too much in the process, because I want to have at least a couple of infantry left over on that take to make it clean. So we'll see what happens. With this again, we could go for an attack here. I don't think that's probably worth it for attacking on 1 versus these 2. I don't think would be favourable to us. If it is, it's going to be pretty. But I think, yeah, I don't think I see that working really. I think the odds will be in their favour. So I think combat, that should be all. I think. So fingers crossed we get some solid rolls. So India, come on. This is key. This is one of the big first battles, I think, in this campaign. Come on. Good hits. Not bad. No hits in the defense. Damn it. Oh, I lost the fighter. No. Ah, that sucks. Okay, so no hits in the infantry. That's terrible as well. Oh, come on, dudes. Come on. Terrible. That's going to obviously... Oh, it missed. Okay. Good hits there. Okay, better hits in that round. Okay, now we're going to start taking damage. Shit, yeah. This is terrible. This just turned out so bad. Please miss. Shit. We have to retreat. We have to. There's nothing for it. That was terrible for us. Absolutely terrible. Oh, Yeah, just we couldn't retreat fast enough. I think the problem was pushing in the second round. It was still okay, but we just took terrible rolls and we didn't hit enough. I think, yeah, we just didn't do well enough. The first round killed us. No fighter hits, no bomber hits. That's just, yeah, that killed us. If we'd hit the first round, it would have been okay, but that was just, oh, disaster. That could be extremely costly, we'll see. And, of course, no hits in at least one, yep. Risk it one more. Oh, okay. That's a bonus, I'll take that. That's a slight consolation prize, but really, that's terrible. Yeah, that could be disaster. That could be the end of the campaign, potentially. 3 fighters down. 3 fighters down. That's also meaning we're going to be... Oh, I should have... I think my mistake was continuing the attack after we lost after we had a really bad first round of hits. I think that was the mistake. I should have been paying more attention to what was happening. Because that now means we've lost 3 fighters. And that's leveled up the fleet as well. Between us and the Americans, that's really leveled it up. They've got 1 fighter over us now. Yeah, we've lost... Could be disastrous. That could be disastrous. No. Damn it. That's so bad. So now we've only got 1. So that bomber now is absolutely gold. We need to protect that with our lives if we can. That's just, it's so valuable now. Because our only real attacking unit. Apart from ships that only get to hit once on land. So on land, this is our only heavy hitter left, which apparently the rest is completely wasted. Oh crap! Disaster. This episode's going to be called Disaster, pretty much. I think that's what I can summarise it as. Let's move down here. Again, I'm not sure what to go for. Let's reinforce. Let's move 2 back here, and I want to move the rest back. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do now, really, to be honest. Because we've not dealt with... What I was hoping there, obviously, we'd have India under control at least. So they couldn't at least, put some more troops in there. Even if they retook it, we could always, reinforce and take it back. But now the problem is we've not got any land troops, really enough land troops to deal with it. Because they will just be putting more troops in next time. So we can't take India now. It's gone. Whilst also dealing with the American fleet. We have to, yeah. Possibly regroup and come back again. I think it might be time for another complex in Thailand. I think that could be the only way, just to have a constant flow of units down here. I don't want to because it's really expensive, but in terms of just getting troops over there, it may be the best way. Unless we just ferry from the Philippines, but that's going to expose all our territory down here quite badly. So we don't need to put anything into here. Yeah, let's go back here for starters, because we don't need to put anything into Burma because they can't take anything. Oh god, absolute disastrous. Okay, if anyone's watching this and they're paying close attention, what have I just done that's terrible? What have I just done that's completely awful? Stop rushing your moves, you idiots. It's such a waste. That bomber is completely undefended against this fighter. If he spots that and takes it, that's going to be absolutely awful. Because we've lost our only unit. The one unit I had to defend, and I've left it open. I should have left at least something in there, at least 1 infantry to defend that. That would have been all it took. 1 infantry just to deter that attack. But now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, even that bomber couldn't have reached. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh my days. That is a shocking display from me there. I think I just, not paying close enough attention to what could potentially happen in that second round of attack, given our terrible first round of attacks. And then also this, not looking, looking at the potential dangers. Oh god, I was going to do a tip video actually in the next few days and upload that. And I've just committed a crime there. Because one of my points was going to be in the tip video is to always protect your high value targets. And that's in a regular game. We're talking about an infantry running challenge here. And I need this. And even then, I've completely dropped the ball and left it open. So yeah, I have to really slow down and pay attention because that's just a waste. So yeah, anyway, enough. Disaster. Disaster strikes to Japan. So we're obviously still holding a lot of territories. We've got infantry on the ground, so we're going to be able to defend some areas well. The problem is obviously, I think we need to just, yeah, these two transports are even more important now. We'll have to start shipping things back in. I think possibly even a complex in Thailand now might be the way forward, just so we can at least churn out troops in this area, because putting infantry everywhere is going to be the key now. And we've just made it a lot harder to defend against this fleet now, because we've got no defensive or offensive fighters, so this fleet is now, I think it's probably pretty even now, to be fair. I think we may have a slight advantage given the extra battleship and carrier. Those combined will outweigh obviously having a fighter, but still, it's not friendly. And they could actually potentially ship in something here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially, and ship it, yeah, or just get something else in. My other concern as well, if he knows what I'm going for, which I think he may do by round 6, if he's been paying attention, he'll know I've been spending purely on infantry. So if he knows the game plan, I think I mentioned this before, then he might play to that, and he'll go for this. If he spots this, I'll be devastated. If it takes that out, I'll be Japan are in real trouble. It's gonna then switch completely on to the defensive. We won't have any offensive options really on land unless we get a massed, infantry group together. But that's gonna be just risky to attack. So okay, I'll leave it there anyway. But that's just round 6, so it's probably the worst round so far. Bad mistakes from me, terrible mistakes, which could cost us. But the good thing is, on this side of things, we're looking okay-ish. We have the Caucasus under control, which is good, obviously. We have a lot of infantry moving in with fighter support, which is nice. So here we should have the things slowly gathering control. But if we can just, hopefully gain some control back in Japan now, that'll be key. Because we've got to try and hold all our economy together if we can, with only infantry now. So, yeah, it's looking dangerous, so I've got to be really careful now moving forward. There we go, that's round 6. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next round.